You're watching NBC, America's late night leader.
From the NBC studios in Burbank, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring Kevin Eubanks and The Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall. Tonight, Jay welcomes Sarah, the Duchess of York. The oldest working man in America, 105-year-old Walter Beerman. And from Ally McNeil, actor Peter MacNicol. And now, Jay Leno.
You all have a nice weekend, everybody? Well, if you're out at all this week, you know it's prom season. See all the kids dressed up Saturday night? See all the cars all over? That's kind of neat. The kids all look cute. You know what the #1 theme for proms around the country was this year? Anybody know? Huh? That's right, Titanic. Girls are paying like, this is true, girls are paying like $500 for these authentic Titanic dresses, you know, like the ones they had in the movie. And of course, this Titanic theme was great for the guys. Because they keep telling us, honey, we have to do it tonight. What if we're hit by an iceberg? This could be our last night together. Well, let's see what the big stories this weekend. I guess you know about this. President Clinton attended the big Washington Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night. This is like a big hoopla thing, you know, where all the press gets together. It's like kind of a roast kind of thing. You know who was also there? Paula Jones. Yeah. Actually, you know, we do jokes about it. She looked pretty good. You see the dress she had on? She had a Vera Wang dress. She decorated herself with the bedazzler, you know, so it looked kind of tough, you know. Bedazzler? Yeah, it looked very, very nice. Yeah, very sharp. Well, you know what's interesting? Both Paula Jones and Hillary were in the same room at the same time. Now, think about it. What are the odds? The only 2 women in Washington Clinton hasn't had sex with in the same room. Oh, my God. A lot of Hollywood stuff. You know who else? Warren Beatty was there. I guess he wanted to meet the one guy who had a chance of beating his sex record. You know, so he was so upset. Actually, did you see Clinton? He was pretty funny. I think he got the biggest laugh when he turned to Kenneth Starr and he said, "Take my wife, please!" You know? Oh. Kevin and I went to the Bulls game last night in Chicago. That was fun.
Very nice.
We had a good time hanging out.
Very nice.
Very showbiz. Kev got up at Buddy Guy's Club, did a little jamming.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was great. He was great. We had a lot of fun getting ready to go to Chicago next week. Here's an interesting fact. You know, astronaut John Glenn will be 77 years old when he goes up in the space shuttle in October. God bless him, 77. You know what one of his jobs is going to be? Not very glamorous. He will collect urine from the other astronauts. You got to give him credit, because usually when you're that age, someone is collecting your urine. You know, so God bless him. Yeah, how about that? A lot of mergers going on lately. Banks, airlines, I guess Delta and United are combining their flight schedules. And it looks like Northwest and Continental are expected to merge their frequent flyer clubs and all that stuff, too. Well, that's a trend now, you know, they're joining forces to bring the benefits of 2 carriers in one flight. Like here, Air France and British Airways are thinking of getting together now. So they can give travelers, you know, a little bit of France, a little bit of England at the same time. See, this way you get bad food and rude service all on the same flight. You see, it works out very nice. You see, oh, you don't have to go to... Oh, here you go. On a recent American Airlines flight out of Miami from Colombia, they discovered smugglers had hidden 15 pounds of heroin. Imagine that, from Colombia. What are the odds? No, they'd hidden 15 pounds of heroin in the coffee. Imagine that, heroin in the coffee. Because that was in first class, you know. Passengers and coach, they just got crack, you know. But you know, the first class, they got the heroin, you know, they got. And I guess you all heard about this by now. O.J. Simpson's daughter, Arnell, arrested last week for a DUI, drunk, after she crashed a car in an apartment building. You heard about that? She crashed a car right into the building drunk. And she was begging the police, you know. She said, please don't arrest me. My dad will kill me. Please, please, he'll kill me if he finds out. Oh, man, please. Oh, no, and poor O.J. had a force of habit. He spent the whole weekend trying to bury the car in the backyard, you know, just kind of bury the, digging that thing up. Oh, man. But you know what's kind of ironic? When O.J.'s daughter crashed into an apartment building, the steering wheel and the side impact airbags both went off. O.J.'s daughter saved by 2 airbags. The same way O.J. was saved by F. Lee Bailey and Johnny Cochran. Imagine both father and daughter, both saved by huge airbags. Listen, what are the odds of that? What are the odds? And last night and tonight, NBC showed that Merlin thing. You know, about the magician who lived long ago, who was once famous, but nobody has heard of for hundreds of years. Actually, originally called the Doug Henning story. That was originally No. Last night alone, I don't know who watched it tonight. I'm sure it was huge again tonight, but last night, 56 million people watched part of this Merlin thing. You know, here's what I don't get about it. I mean, it's all well done, blah, blah, blah. But Merlin was supposed to be some great know-all source who was King Arthur's advisor, right? Huh? If Merlin was really a wise man, would he have advised King Arthur to leave his wife alone with a French guy named Lance-a-Lot? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just the name, you know. I mean, any guy, seriously. I mean, any guy walks around calling himself Lance-a-Lot. You know, right there you go, hey, wait a minute, you know. What, I mean, what, was Sir Humps-a-Lot busy? I mean, hey, Mary, yeah, leave with Lance-a-Lot. Yeah, he'll take care of it. I mean, what is that? You gotta be nuts.
Lance-a-Lot.
Lance-a-Lot? That's the international...
for a lot or what?
Lance-a-Lot? It's some sort of... Just a gesture. It's an Italian gesture.
Oh, okay. Italian thing, okay.
Italian. Anybody see this movie, Paulie? This is another big movie about the parrot that can talk. Yeah. I guess in the movie, the parrot realizes he can get out of his cage sooner if he just starts talking. You know who should see this movie? Susan McDougal. She should see this movie. Well, here's something that has just rocked the TV talk show industry. Jerry Springer. You heard about this? Well, he denied charges that his show is fake. You all heard about this. They're saying that the fights are scripted. The guests are encouraged to fake things. They're coached on what to say. Do you think that's true? Yeah. Yeah? How many think the show is fake? I'm curious. Okay. See, I don't. I think the show is real. You ever see the people on that show? I mean, think about it. You think those people are capable of remembering anything anyone has ever told them? You know, if you said, do this, do you think they would know? Well, tonight... Earlier tonight on Inside Edition, they had, you know the whole story about Jerry Springer getting caught with a prostitute years ago? Well, the former prostitute who he had sex with when he was the city councilman in Cincinnati said on the show tonight that the whole incident ruined her life. I mean, how bad is a reputation, your reputation rather, when a hooker says being associated with you has ruined her life? You know? I mean, what does that say about you as a person when the hooker says, that's it, you know, oh man. And here's some sad news. I thought this was a very funny program, too. ABC has decided to cancel the TV show Ellen. Yeah, they can't. No. Well, this is the worst news for Janet Reno since Xena Warrior Princess got married. You know, oh, man. Oh, here's something interesting. New Broadway musical being developed based on the music of Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead. You hear about this?
Oh, no, I haven't.
They're doing a movie about Jerry Garcia. I think it's a Broadway play. I think it's called Man of La Munchies, if I'm not mistaken.
Man of La Munchies.
And finally, oh, here you go. Listen to this. Saw this in the paper today. A company is now selling a pill they say will increase the size of a woman's breasts. But the good news is, it's not harmful at all to women. See, the way the pill works is, the pill has alcohol in it. Men pop a couple in their mouth, right, and then, oh, man! Hey, look at it. Woo! You see, it works. You see, so the woman is not affected. Now, maybe you heard about this. Scientists announced this week that since 1990, we've had 3 of the hottest years, like of this century, something like that. Ecologists say this is evidence that global warming has begun. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but people sometimes fail to realize the huge effect a rise in temperature can have on the environment. See, this is very educational. People learn. You laugh and you learn. For example, if global warming drives the temperature up just 4 degrees, scientists couldn't detect a thaw in Kathy Lee. Give me another example. This is the scientists again saying, I don't want anyone to think that except for the funny ones, having to do it. They say if it goes up 9 degrees, Malibu residents will push their own homes into the ocean. They say if it goes up just 14 degrees, Paula Jones switches to a lighter weight asphalt makeup base. For example, if it went up 18 degrees, people flocked to Yankee Stadium just so they could get hit by a cold steel beam. If it went up 23 degrees, guys ask Ellen DeGeneres for a date just so they can enjoy the refreshing cold shoulder. 28 degrees? If it went up 28 degrees, Buddy the dog does more panting than Clinton. Again, these are the scientists saying this. I don't want anyone to think this. And finally, if it goes up 50 degrees, air expands so rapidly, it could cause the heads of 2 Spice Girls to explode. Folks, we have... We have a fascinating program tonight. My first guest making a special appearance on the hit show Friends next week. Speaking of Friends, do you hear about this? We're going to find a royal gossip. I think her and, like, Prince Andrew are back together. Kev, you know me, royal gossip. It's my life. Anyway, Sarah, the Duchess of York. Duchess of York is here. Here's my favorite kind of guest. This gentleman is the oldest working person in the United States. This man goes to work every day. 105-year-old Walter Beerman is here. 105-year-old Walter Beerman is here. In the back. I had to give him a note to get off work today.
You did?
His boss, a slave driver. Actually, his boss could have been a slave driver. That's how old he is. I think his first boss was a slave driver.
That's bad, man.
Anyway, and an actor from the hugely popular show Ally McBeal. He plays the Biscuit. Peter MacNicol is here. Say hello to Kevin Eubanks, the Tonight Show Band. Be right back with headlines right after this.
You can only survive on what you find in the forest. We'll meet in 5 days here. And good luck.
The Honda CR-V has its own picnic table, waterproof storage compartment, and 2 power outlets. For those times when you have to rough it.
I love nature.
The critics are applauding Les Miserables. 4 stars. Superb. Moving. With award-caliber performances by Liam Neeson and Jeffrey Rush. Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, rated PG-13, opens everywhere Friday.
How do you get healthy hair like this? Hair with this sheen and body? Feed your dog Pedigree. With new Champion Skin and Coat System in every can and bag.
Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
News happens in your city, in your town, in your neighborhood. 5 o'clock is the first time for many people to see the day's major news. That's why we started Channel 11 News first at 5. We were the first, and we're still the local news leader at 5 o'clock, covering the most local news, bringing you the best live coverage of major breaking stories. At 5 o'clock, turn to Channel 11 News first at 5. Coverage you can count on.
With all of our convenient locations, about the only thing easier than buying one of our suits is finding one of our stores.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
He wants it. She wants it.
I'll have an icy light.
Make it 2.
Hey, marathon runners, don't miss final preparations for the big day, Saturday, May 2nd, at the Westin William Penn Hotel. Learn more by calling 647-RUNN.
The marathon is sponsored by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Hi, everybody. It's Monday night. Time for headlines. Alrighty, here we go. You know, my favorite are mechanics, automobile shops. I love these ads. There's JG's Collision Center. Now look at the car before. See the car, look, the front end all smashed up. And look at it after. Let's just take a picture of the back of the car, okay? Look at it. You're just... Yeah, we fixed it for you. It took us about a day and a half. Just kind of turned it around there for you. Here's Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. Look at this house. Only $423,000. That's a lot. But look, the house is actual size. This is Merrill Lynch. You know, when you move to a new neighborhood, they say it's nice to see a familiar face. You're both those guys. There's the guy. Hello, yes. You know, you look very familiar to me. Here's the Easy Seed Starter Kit. Look what it says in the star there. Just add soil, seed, and water. Do I really need the kit? Oh, look at this here. $9.99. Play with your own equipment. Apparently, this is the the big George Michael special. Apparently, there. Oh, that's more like you weren't thinking that. Shut up. Kids talk. Drinking and driving is dangerous. And of course, you can't really kid about that. It's certainly very serious. I like what Sarah had to say. 10 from the Roper School. She says, drink once a day instead of all day. Maybe not. Recent burglaries rock. Well, I like what it says. Look at the corner there. It says the workday population grows to about 7,000 due to Albertsons and Smith's Grocery Whorehouse. Here is a very odd picture. This is their affordable luxury lingerie. Now, a lot of people have mixed marriages, mom's black, mother's white, or vice versa. But look at this combination on this young lady. She's got one white hand and one black hand. Look at it. Odd. Kind of makes you want to explore a little bit, doesn't
it? What magazine is that, Jay?
Kev, you ever been down to Hawaii?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, how about some Hawaiian Ho? You know, here's an ad. Every guy about to get married is probably placed in the newspaper. Adult videos, getting married. They have to go. $5 a piece. You know, I don't understand newspapers. I don't know. Here's Winnipeg. Maybe Canadians look at these things a little different than we do down here. Today and tomorrow, there's an Easter egg hunt on the Forks, noon to 4. A big-ass Easter bunny will distribute... know much about women's products. I can't say I'm an expert, and I guess everybody's getting into natural stuff now. That seems to be the way to go. But look, always sanitary napkins, fruit and grain, or country crisp. Now, that seems like... that fruit and grain doesn't sound very comfortable to me. That would seem like it would be more of an irritant than anything else. Again, I am far from an expert in this area, please. It just seems to me the fruits and... Well, here's a company, God bless them, at least they're honest. Red Baron Super Shine Auto Polish. Look at the last sentence. 16-ounce bottle lasts until it's gone. I don't know. Kev, your feet ever get cramped all day from wearing tight shoes?
Yeah, sure.
Well, here you go. Here's what you need. Look at this. Look at that. Walk around a pair of legs. That's the toe stretcher. Well, this one made me laugh. Good luck trying this one out. Tailgate step helps mother-in-law get into her seat. Well, look at that. Look at that. Is that where you keep... Let's see what else we got here. I don't understand this. Here's pets, free, 2 puppies, mother Samoyed, is that how you say it? Husky, father small brown dog with stepladder. Stepladder. Anybody ever heard of these? Poople puppies. You know, poor President Clinton, you know, the way Clinton, everything they write about Clinton, they always managed to get some sexual connotation to every headline. I'll just show you these. Look at this. Here you go. Here's the first one. With the Duchess of York. If you have a headline, send it care of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, 3000 West Alameda Avenue, Burbank, California, 91523. You can find all of our Tonight Show headlines and other Tonight Show stuff at NBC.com. Sarah Ferguson, right after this. Don't go away.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. Don't fence me in.
One day, science will create a pill for men's hair loss. That day is today. Introducing Propecia, the first pill for men with certain types of hair loss. In clinical studies, the vast majority of men, 83%, maintained their hair count, and most, 66%, regrew some hair. You may need to take it daily for 3 months or more to see results. Propecia is for men only. A small number of men experience certain sexual side effects. Each occurred in less than 2% of men. Women who are or may potentially be pregnant must not use it or handle broken tablets because of the risk of a specific kind of birth defect. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist and read the consumer information they can provide. To men who want to treat their hair loss, this could be the most exciting commercial they've seen in years. Propecia, helping make hair loss history.
I met this girl in Venice. She was like an angel. It was only one day. It was a day I wanted to remember forever. It was a day I didn't load the film right. Kodak Advantix cameras have easy drop-in film loading.
Need a smile?
Hi, Domino's.
Introducing our new spicy Italian pizza. Right now, a large with all your favorite toppings is only $9.99. Domino's, delivering 1 million smiles a day.
On a train bound for...
I'm already a winner. My cat's getting a platinum card, and this is disgusting. You know why these come-ons all seem the same? Because they are. You want new and exciting, see a Pontiac dealer. It's closer than you think. Here, watch this.
During your Pontiac dealer's spring event, lease a 98 Bonneville SLE for just $289 a month for 36 months. $289 a month. See your Greater Pittsburgh Pontiac dealers today.
Do not adjust your TV. Only your thinking.
People you want around, just in case.
Welcome back. Sarah, the Duchess of York, is on her way out. Also, the oldest working man in the United States, 105 years old. God bless him. This is amazing. He looks like he's about 65, too. Walter Beerman is his name. And from Ally McBeal, Peter MacNicol as well. Okay, let's get right to it. My first guest is a spokesperson for Weight Watchers. She also has a new book called Dining with the Duchess. Please welcome Sarah, the Duchess of York. Nice to see you. No, go ahead, go ahead. You okay? I understand you had a hard time getting here. You finally made it okay?
Well, Jay, yes. I think it was the first time ever that an aircraft actually had a problem with the navigation system as I got on it. And so I sat there saying, we've got to go right now because Jay's expecting me. I can't be late, you know.
Now, how did you go? Was this on the Concorde?
It was, actually, yes, because I couldn't leave my children until this morning.
Oh, I see.
And because I had to take them to school.
So you took them to school this morning?
Yeah.
Get on the Concorde. Oh, that's very jet set.
And I got, well, it's not jet set. It's because I couldn't miss it.
No,
couldn't
I
miss
know,
you,
I
Jay,
know.
you know.
Well, thank you, thank you.
But the thing was is that I sat there and I said, now what do I do? Because they said there's an hour delay. I said, but there just can't be. I've just got to get to Los Angeles. And so here I am.
You used your influence.
Well, no, I didn't. I just sort of sat there shaking the whole way.
Well, let me ask you something. Do I see the wedding ring back there?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah.
A bit of gossip. Time for a bit of gossip.
I'm just
Have you
wondering
moved
whether
back
I should have told Concorde to stay for another 2 hours.
No, I hear. Now, the rumor is that you guys, you and Andrew, have you moved back in?
Well, no, Andrew and I believe in co-parenting.
Co-parenting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And what we believe is that, in fact, I need a house, right? So he said, well, come back and live with me, darling, a year ago.
Right.
And I stayed. Okay,
so now you're living in
now I live with him in the same house, and I live on the bottom floor, and he lives on the top floor. Oh, I see. And it's great for the children, and we have breakfast together, and spend weekends together, and we get on brilliantly.
And that's it, eh?
It's very good for the children.
Yes, yeah. And does it help out Mommy once in a while?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking him. Well, I'm sure. Well, this because in America, when people get divorced, you then try to shoot your spouse. That's sort of what happens. See, here in America, it's like, oh my God, people like the divorce, they don't want to be in the same state.
I know, but this is why we're an example to young people that they don't. Once they get divorced.
Right. Well, let me ask you this: is there any? None of that in the middle of that. Wrong bedroom. None of that.
Well, no. Funnily enough, no, Jay. No. Moving on swiftly about Weight Watchers.
Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you one other question. Okay. There must be some sort of. Is there any jealousy if you have a friend, or perhaps Andrew has a friend that this is Aunt Beatrice, or something? I mean, is that awkward?
No. Well, the thing is that we both, if I'm going to have friends and go out to dinner, then we do it away from home. We play away matches.
So you have dinner away from home.
Yeah. And if he wants to enjoy great aunts, whoever you were just talking about, then that's fine. He can. I'll move out.
Now, how is the Queen with it? Is she comfortable? She doesn't seem like. Wee.
Well, I think. I think, actually, Jay, the British establishment think Andrew and I are completely mad.
Yeah.
But we don't, because we believe that it's great for the children, it shows total unity.
Well, no,
and
that's
at
very
the
good.
time we had those children, we were totally in love, and therefore, you know, let's be responsible for that love. And we've got two beautiful children who are very secure because of it.
And do you cook the meals and everything in this?
No.
Well, you have this book. I was looking through this book, and I'm thinking, you know, I know, and you look wonderful, by the way.
Thank you.
You lost,
Thank you.
how much have you lost?
The great thing about being a Weight Watchers, with Weight Watchers, you don't have to disclose how much you've lost.
Oh, you don't have to disclose?
No.
Well, let me say, you look terrific.
Thank you very much.
But I'm curious, now you see, I don't... Honestly now, when was the last time you cooked a meal? Actually cooked, I don't mean pass.
Okay. That means pass. I passed on that question.
Oh, you passed on that question.
Yeah, okay.
I see.
No,
you have a cookbook.
No, okay, let me tell you. I did this cookbook because I know what tastes good, and I know what I like to eat, okay, and I don't cook, but I know what I like to eat, right? So I decided it would be a very good thing to, you know, like jazz up risotto primavera with a little balsamic vinegar, keep low calories, it's good for the diet, and it tastes good and looks good. And I did try it on Andrew once.
Have you cooked a meal for him yet?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
And that's probably what caused the whole thing to fall apart, isn't it? No, I'm teasing.
No, it's quite right.
It's quite all right.
It's all right.
It's a long go.
Yeah, tough. Yeah, strong.
I mean, are you going to cook a meal for him?
No, actually, seriously, I did cook. Before I did this book, I had to do a bit of cooking, all right? Because otherwise Weight Watchers said, you know, you've got to cook.
What did you cook?
So I cooked spaghetti primavera.
All right,
Okay.
that's 3 minutes.
Yes, and blueberry scones, blueberry muffins.
Scones,
yes, scones. Yes. What do you say in this country? Scones.
Scones. That's quite all right. Okay.
What's the fastest cake in the world?
The fastest cake in the world?
Scone. That's my daughter. My daughter's told me that.
And you cook for the
morning.
kids? You cook them healthy? Did you take them out, or did you cook? No, you can look. Did you take them out, or you cook them healthy meals? What do you take them?
No. During the school term, there are no fizzy drinks.
No fizzy drinks?
No. Monday to Friday, no fizzy drinks.
No fizzy drinks.
And they can have broccoli and lots of vegetables. But they're not allowed. Whoops.
Oh, I think.
Oh dear. What's
somebody
that?
doesn't like broccoli. Oh, was that a light? A light.
Is everybody all right?
Well, I see your Secret Service guys rushing to the Nice to see thee. Nice to see the Royal Dragoons. Well, believe me, if you were Clinton, I would be dead by now. Come see the Queen watching out for you. Got her best man on the job. No, I'm sorry. I hope that didn't frighten you.
No, here we are.
I mean, do you ever take the kids, like, for fast food to McDonald's?
Yes, I have to tell you, Joe, that the other day, most Fridays in the evening, we do go to McDonald's and we sit on our little toadstool chairs they have in Windsor. And it's quite funny, because all the tourists can't believe that I'm taking my children to Windsor, opposite the castle, but I'm sitting in McDonald's.
Well, there you are.
And they're all, you know...
Well, that's why they like you, though. You see, you're a nice, normal, regular person.
The children really enjoyed the McDonald's.
Now, let me ask you about Friends. Now, Friends is very popular in England, isn't it?
Very popular.
It's huge,
They're
isn't it?
huge, absolutely huge. And luckily, my children told me all about it, and I watch it with them. And Matt LeBlanc's got great eyes.
Oh, Matt LeBlanc? Oh, he's cute, isn't he?
Yeah, Joey.
Now, you did a guest spot on the show.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, and he helped me. I had to learn 5 lines. I was so excited.
And he worked with you?
Yeah, he
How
did.
kind of him to
Wasn't
work
it?
with you.
I know.
Were you nervous about this?
Nervous? I'd make coffee nervous. I was terrified.
Really? No,
Yeah.
why? I mean, you're very good at this. You're on TV all the time.
Well, no, but I'd never acted with proper actors
Well, what
and
did you
actresses.
play?
What? Am I allowed to disclose?
No, what did you play? Did you play someone other than yourself?
Oh, no, I played myself. But I was playing opposite actors and actresses, so I had to respect them for what they do. You know?
We have
I'm
a
just
clip.
myself. Oh, do you?
We have a clip, sure. Here's a
I
clip.
haven't seen it.
Here's you acting.
Oh, my God. There he is. Look.
That's the man right there.
Isn't he great?
Check this out.
Hey.
Okay, so say hi to my friend and tell him you like my hat.
Okay, so what's your friend's name?
Oh, Chandler.
Okay. So, hi, Chandler.
That was...
Oh, my God.
It's Fergie, baby!
Jay says you don't really like his hat, but I think it's kind of dashing.
Bravo! Fine acting job. Well, congratulations on your book. The book is called Dining with the Duchess. It's a very nice book, though. Very pretty book. So
Thank you
I will
very
go home
much.
and I will try some of these.
Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We're right back with Walter Beerman right after this. Hey, will you sign my copy of the book?
Every time I see you, you're singing the same old blues.
There's a school where the toughest courses are the most popular. Lectures are a joy, and no one oversleeps an 8 a.m. class. This renowned institution is the Nicholas Flick Golf School.
Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Where the faculty is unparalleled.
Your elbows softer.
And the dean has 6 masters.
People might confuse you for a golfer.
When you go, bring your Visa card. Because at the Nicholas Flick Golf School, they don't take American Express.
You've done your homework.
Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
On May 8th, we've discovered 2 comets. Prepare. They're both headed for Earth. For impact. From executive producer Steven Spielberg and director Mimi Leder. Deep Impact, rated PG-13, starts Friday, May 8th.
You are my pride and joy.
Introducing a new Purina Cat Chow with real tuna to help promote a shiny coat. New Purina Cat Chow with real tuna.
Look out, Larry Moe and Curly are at it again. Plus all-round TV guy Bob Costas, the music of Salt and Pepper. And better tune in before the subpoena gets here.
Tonight on Later with supermodel Rebecca Romaine, Bob Saget has a shocking revelation.
You're out.
I'm wearing a push-up bra and baby oil.
Really?
Not that there's anything wrong with that, Bob. Later tonight.
Channel 11 News, your 24-hour news source.
Good evening, I'm Chris Long. Butler Township Police have now found a man who they believe is responsible for the death over the weekend of his 6-month-old son. Stephen Duffy has been found in Atlantic City. He is charged with homicide in the death of his 6-month-old boy. And in Edinburgh, students, colleagues, and friends mourn the death of school teacher and coach John Gillette, gunned down at a school dance Friday. A 14-year-old student remains in custody. Andrew Wurst has been charged with homicide.
I gotta tell you, there's a lot of pressure here. This working mom daycare thing really keeps you happy. 5:30, I'm out of here. Oh, cool, Mrs. T's pierogies. Hey, after a tough day, a guy gets hungry. You have to get home, get organized, make dinner. Mrs. T's works for me. Now I can unwind.
Cook up a real meal. Easy, delicious Mrs. T's pierogies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already a winner. My cat's getting a platinum card, and this is disgusting. You know why these come-ons all seem the same? Because they are. You want new and exciting, see a Pontiac dealer. It's closer than you think. Here, watch this.
Get 1.9% APR GMAC financing or $750 cash back on Sunfire or V6 Firebird. 1.9 or $1,000 cash back on transport. 1.9 or $2,000 cash back on all 1998 Grand Ams at your Greater Pittsburgh Pontiac dealers.
Do not adjust your TV. Only your thinking.
67 Corvette 327. 9,000. Vacuum. Vintage design. Great gift. $10. Honey, how about a beer? Parents. Tame and talkative. Will sacrifice.
Where can 1.2 million readers every week find Pittsburgh's most active marketplace?
Single white male. Athletic. Outdoorsy. Outgoing.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. My next guest was just beginning his second career, the age when many people are just retiring. He's 105 years old, still going at it. Please welcome, here he is right here, Walter Beerman. Walter, how are you, sir? Nice to see you.
Well, what's all the excitement about?
Well, you. That's all excitement about you. Oh. You know, I have to admit, when I first saw you, I said, you look like a man about 75 years old. So I said, let me see your driver. Can we show his driver's license? Cross out the address, obviously. Look, there you go. Look when it expires. He's born in 93, expires 03. God bless. And you're still driving, aren't you?
Well, my license expired last year, and I took a driver's test. They wouldn't renew it without a driver's test, and I got renewed for 6 more years.
Oh, good. Are you a good driver?
Well, you asking me?
Yeah.
The best.
The best driver? Yeah. Yeah. You get any speeding tickets?
Never had a speeding ticket.
No?
I don't think.
Gets a little fuzzy about 09.
I really don't remember having received a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
All the tickets I ever had were tickets of commendation for having done something.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And to give me maybe a door prize I wanted to get in someplace.
Right. Now, you're a married man, right?
I think so again.
Yeah. Well, how old, may I ask how old your wife is?
By years, she's 84.
84, so she's like a spring chicken. That's a
I've got a picture, but I'm not going to show it to you.
No?
No.
Why not?
She don't look like a spring chicken. But she don't look like Fug either. You know, but otherwise, she's okay.
She's okay. Now, your oldest son is how old? How old is your oldest son?
He's just 78.
He's 78. And he works with you?
Well, I work with him,
Oh, okay.
you might say.
Every day you're still at work?
I went to his 50th wedding anniversary about 6 years ago. You don't hear that very often.
No, not very often at all. Well, let's see. What do you... So you and your son work together. What kind of business are you in?
Well, we're in the real estate business, and I am an investor.
An investor, okay.
I invest in certain things.
I see.
Money.
Money, yeah. Do you think you'll ever retire?
Oh, no. When I retire, they'll be patting a spade over my face or something like that.
Well, what is the secret to a long life? I mean, 105, do you ever drink?
Do I ever drink? The body is, they tell me, about 90% water or liquid. Now, you got to put something in there that's liquid to keep your body going. So I do the best I can.
Yeah.
Now, when I ask for a drink, they don't always bring water.
Yeah. What do they bring you?
Whatever's at hand, I guess. Oh, well, maybe Coca-Cola. I'm not going to tell you everything I drink. People will say you can't do that and be 105.
Do you have hobbies? Do you fish? Do you...
Well, I did fish one time.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean one time. I did fish for about a year and a half when I left Kentucky and went to Florida.
Yeah. Did you like it? You like fishing?
Oh, to start with, they were just wonderful. But gradually, I thought that I was smelling something that didn't smell so good, and you know what it was? Those beautiful fish.
Fish?
No matter how pretty a fish is, when you put it out, when you catch it and it's out in the hot sun for about 3 or 4 hours, and you're supposed to clean that fish.
You don't fish anymore?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't fish anymore.
So what do you do for fun?
For fun? I haven't had any fun in so long. I don't even know what the word means. But I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
I've been trying to turn the clock back for ages. And I can't even wind the darn thing up.
When is your birthday? When will you be 106? When's your birthday?
It'll be next year on March the 13th.
Will you come back and see us again?
Yes,
when
I
you're
will.
106? All right. God bless you, sir. Walter Beerman, be right back with Peter MacNicol right after this.
Remember the simple pleasures of being a kid? They're back. Now you can eat like a kid again when all you cared about was taste. Introducing new Lay's Wow Potato Chips. They taste just as good as regular Lay's, and because they're made with Olean, they're half the calories and 100% fat-free.
Dad, how are we gonna get home?
You know, son, you worry too much.
New Lay's Wow. Life tastes good again.
Turn your tap water into wonderful water with Brita. It's certified to remove sediment, chlorine, and 99% of lead. Brita. Tap water transformed.
The worst was I'd be at a party and someone would light up a cigarette and that cigarette would look like filet mignon to me. My mouth would practically water. Without Nicorette gum, I could never have quit. I could chew a piece when I needed it, and I would regain control, and it would soothe my cravings fast. After a piece of Nicorette, a cigarette would only look like top round to me, and that I could resist.
Nicorette gum helps you fight your cravings, your habit, your way. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
License, please.
Was I speeding?
Negative, but I see you're driving the all-new Seville STS with the North Star system. Most powerful front-wheel drive car in the world with performance algorithm shifting that gives you incredible control.
Uh-huh.
So I have just one question. Do you feel lucky, Mr. Johnson?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You should.
The all-new Seville STS. It's what's next.
Here's a different way to get your dog to clean his teeth. Pedigree Dentabone. Its unique shape and texture has been clinically proven to reduce plaque and tartar buildup and to freshen your dog's breath. Pedigree Dentabone. Developed with vets. Recommended by top breeders.
When you combine Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and crispy wafers, the combination is irresistible. Introducing Reese Sticks, the crisp you can't resist.
You've waited for 5 years. You know how frustrating it is to be completely in love with someone, not be able to tell her how you feel?
Well, the cat's out of the bag.
I've been wanting to tell you for the longest time.
What took you so long?
Finally, Niles and Daphne's first date. You never know where this could lead. All new Frasier, NBC Tuesday.
Your kids give you plenty to worry about. Your car shouldn't. That's why you need a Chevy Lumina. It'll go up to 100,000 miles before its first scheduled tune-up. So get a Lumina and relax. They'll grow out of it. You did, didn't you? Now you can get 1.9% APR GMAC financing or $750 cash back on a Chevy Lumina.
Folks, you got a great show tomorrow night. Fitness guru Richard Simmons will be here, director of the new movie He Got Game, Spike Lee, and the music of the Goo Goo Dolls. Coming up later in the week, Kelly Lynch, Denzel Washington, Laura Dern, Yasmin Bleeth, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Alberta Dunbar will be making her prize-winning Spam cheesecake. All our guests combined are not as old as Walter. That's amazing. Think about that. Pretty amazing.
Great.
I'm saying all our guests combined aren't as old as you are. All our guests put together.
Well, you mean all of them out there?
No, not all of them. Remember, you know, you should have done this years ago. You found the new calling. You would be a great sidekick. We got to take a break. Be right back right after this with Peter MacNicol.
What is it about leather? You need beautiful lines to pull it off. Meet the limited edition Mazda 626. Now in leather.
luxuriously loaded at just $239 a month. It's time to get into leather. Lease a Mazda 626 Leather Edition for just $239 a month, but only for a limited time.
Under the cover of darkness, he arrives, pastry knife in hand, dripping with creamy frosting. New fresh-baked Cinni-Minis, 4 delicious rolls from the heart of the bun, with tasty icing you put on your way. Right now, just 99 cents. It's what happens when Burger King and Pillsbury get together for breakfast. If you ask us, it just tastes better.
When you ship with Priority Mail, it's a great way to save money. But what about other parts of the world? There's Global Priority Mail. And here's the best part. Give us a few days more, and you can save up to 70% over FedEx or UPS. So, what's your global priority? Try Global Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
Equal and Natrataste contain the same sweetener, but Natrataste has a much sweeter price. So if you use Equal, that's not all that you're putting into your coffee. Natrataste. Same sweetener as Equal at a much sweeter price.
Rudy's been doing this job for a lot of years, but you'd never know it by looking at him. I give him Alpo. I always have. There's real beef in every bite, and he likes it.
A great dog deserves Alpo.
Look out, Larry Moe and Curly are at it again. Plus all-round TV guy Bob Costas, the music of Salt and Pepper. And oh, better tune in before the subpoena gets here.
Fire strikes mad about you.
Oh, my God!
Men and women risk their lives.
Shoot! Shoot!
Husbands and wives rush to save each other.
I saw the smoke. I just ran out of there.
And for Ira and Ursula, romance is ignited. The Mad About You fire.
You knew I was in the bathroom? Oh, my God!
All new NBC Tuesday. She used every trick to steal her sister's man. But this week, Sammy's back with a whole new scheme to break them apart.
Perfect.
On Days of Our Lives.
My next guest plays John the Biscuit Cage on the hit series Ally McBeal. Airs Monday nights on Fox. Please welcome Peter MacNicol. Good to see you. I enjoy your work.
Well, thank you so much.
You've been on this show before, right? Before I was here?
Yeah. My first visit, I was publicizing a movie called Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
I was living in New York at the time, and I was, the offer came to do the Carson show, and of course I said yes. With all of my being, I said yes. And about 3 hours later, with all of my being, I said, I'm terrified, I can't do that show. There's no way I can do that show. So I didn't sleep all night the night before. I woke up the next morning with what I can only call kind of an anxiety blemish right here in the middle of my nose.
An anxiety blemish?
A pimple.
A pimple.
But a hard and unyielding pimple. I got on the plane, and as we were leaving, taxiing on the runway, I felt it. It was getting larger. When we achieved, altitude where we could walk around, I went into the bathroom and looked. It was angry. It was a livid red. It was getting larger. By the time we hit Nebraska airspace, it was the size of a nectarine. We landed. The limo driver picked me up, and he wasn't even relating to me. He was looking right at this spot.
Really?
He took me to the set, and I was whisked in. I went into my dressing room, and what happens is on the monitor, the show comes on in your little green room. You can't not know that the show is happening. So the terror element just completely overtook me. We're 90% water. I became 100% water in my dressing room. I got in a full fetal position and watched the credits roll, including my name. There was to be a bird act. Johnny Carson was doing a bird act. And then Woody Harrelson was to come out, and then I was to come out, and I was just, praying the show would go long so that my segment would be canceled.
Wow.
They took me into makeup, And the problem became how to get rid of this. She saw it. The makeup artist was new. She saw the spot. She emitted a low moan noise. And I said, my God in heaven, what do we do about this? And she said, well, I really don't know. I said, but you're trained. You know what to do with the... I mean, this is a color. Can't we cancel out the color red? You know, with the color chart, what is the opposite of red? Would that be green? She had no idea. So we tried green on it. We tried a bluish color. We were going through the entire color wheel.
Right.
Then the decision was made, well, let's just match my face to the color of my nose. So I started looking just vaguely Creole. Freddie
Creole.
Is it Freddie DeCordova?
Yeah, Freddie DeCordova.
Impossible to pronounce. He was the producer. He came in and opted not to deal with this. He noticed it and just looked vaguely disturbed. And then he said, I've got some bad news. There's a time problem. And I vaguely heard the sound of the Hallelujah chorus. Great, I won't have to go on.
Right. Okay.
He said, you will be going on. You will only have 3 minutes. Which is just basically, I figured, enough time for the audience to note my terror and begin to question the color of my face.
Now, did Johnny stare at your nose?
When I walked out on stage, a veil came down, and it was a dreamlike experience. I don't recall him even looking at me. And I've studied the tape since, and I don't believe he was. I think he was just vaguely looking out here.
You know, if I could recommend a therapist.
Absolutely.
But you're okay now.
I feel much better.
Now,
there is a slight upraised thing.
Don't even think about it.
Just very slight.
Now, your character on Ally McBeal has a nose problem. All your problems seem to come back to your nose. You know what I'm talking about?
There is a theme. There is a theme which is developing tonight, I noticed. Yeah, I emit a high sinus noise.
A high sinus noise? I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a little high-pitched. Look, I don't know if it's going to happen. It may not.
Let's try it. Now, that's your nose. That's not you humming.
No. I'm forcing that through the sinus cavity. I've had a lot of sinus operations, and I can actually force noise up. This is not a talent anyone here needs.
You know, you're fortunate you play an eccentric guy.
Yeah, I sort of do.
Would you say an eccentric guy?
Well, I suppose so.
Are you eccentric? Do you have
I wear
like a normal relationships and things?
Yes, well, I'm striving always to have a normal relationship on the show. It just hasn't worked out always. Yeah.
And but you can't yodel. You told me before you yodel, but you can't yodel tonight.
I can't yodel tonight because I'm not in good voice. But backstage, I like to yodel, just as a way of working my way
driving
into my
women
character.
away.
Well, something like that, I suppose. I don't know.
Have you ever met a woman attracted to yodeling?
I have not.
Right.
No, I have not actually.
Sarah might enjoy yodeling. Have I got a guy for you?
Well, I know. Couldn't we hear a yodel?
Anyway, the show does extremely well. Did you think it would be the huge hit that it is? I mean, you guys
there's no predicting that. I mean, the last show I did,
what was that?
Saturday night, 8:30. It was a fine show. It's called The Powers That Be, but only
look at the response.
Well, if anyone tells me they saw that show, they served in prison. Because only the institutionalized were watching that show. And our family. Who's watching TV at 8:30 at Saturday night? Well, I mean, unless you're in a full body cast. It's probably not happening.
Well, now you're on a hit show now, so you should be very glad. Peter, MacNicol, be right back right after this.
Hello. Goodbye. If you want to see how long a traditional wireless company would charge for that 2-second call I just made, stick around.
And now, the Acura Great Performance Sales Event presents the Acura RL, performing to Mozart's Eine kleine Nachtmusik. The Acura Great Performance Sales Event ends May 4th, so hurry in. Lease the elegant Acura RL for $4.99 a month at your local Acura dealer.
Remember me? The wireless company I use rounds up to the next minute, so I'm still paying for that call I made 40 seconds ago. But with Aerial, you only pay for the time you speak, and not a second longer. You called, We answered. Ariel.
Suzanne and I are having lunch, and we noticed this striking woman. I mean, she could have been a model. She was wearing this great lipstick. It was a hot new color. I gotta ask you, where did you get that lipstick? Rite Aid. And so I buy it, and I try it, and I hate it. But Rite Aid's got that risk-free cosmetics money-back guarantee, so I got my money back, and I bought this great lipstick. Where'd you get it? Rite Aid. Really?
Rite Aid. It's not just a store, it's a solution.
Come on, Pip! Better. Throw it home! Mom! Dinner! I'll come in a minute.
You don't come in right now.
Oh, none of the other moms are coming in.
It's KFC!
Gotta go.
Give Mom more time to play with this KFC meal. 8 pieces of original recipe, extra tasty, crispy, or tender roast, plus 4 kernel strips, just $14.99.
If you clean your plate, you can go out after dinner.
Mother's Day. Isn't it time for some really good chicken?
The world isn't out to get your motorcycle. It only seems that way, which is why you need Progressive Motorcycle Insurance. With our 24-hour-a-day immediate response claim service, we'll have you back on the road before you know it. Even if the unexpected comes along. Find out the price and service you should expect. Call 1-800-AUTO-PRO or your authorized independent agent.
They are trailblazers of a new economy. The engineers, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who each day combine their energies with ours to place Pittsburgh on the frontiers of high technology. Duquesne Light is proud to be partner to the opportunities you generate. The dreams of tomorrow you make real.
MacNicol, thank you, Peter. Walter Beerman, thank you, sir. 105 years old. Of course, Dining with the Duchess is the book. It's Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, and this is her new book right here. Folks, stay tuned for Conan. He's got Bob Costas. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.